Hello and welcome to another edition of Autocar India Quick News. Before we dive into the latest updates from the automotive world, a quick reminder to please subscribe to the Autocar India channel and do remember to activate the notifications for all the latest updates. Kicking off this week's news is Tata Motors. The 2025 Bharat Mobility Global Expo saw Tata unveil the Stealth Dark Edition models of the Harrier and Safari SUVs. Now, prices for these special editions are out and start from 25.1 lakh rupees for the Harrier and 25.75 lakh rupees for the Safari Stealth Dark Edition. Much like with other special edition models in Tata's stable, the Stealth Dark Edition only brings cosmetic updates to the SUV. The special edition SUV gets a unique matte black finish for the exterior, new blacked out 19-inch wheels, leatherette seats with a granite black finish, stealth badges in the cabin and on the outside, and some minor tweaks for the dashboard finish. A point worth noting is that the special edition is based on the top-of-the-range Accomplished Plus variants on both SUVs, so it comes with all the bells and whistles as the standard models. As for the mechanicals, both the Harrier and Safari are powered by the same 2-liter 4-cylinder diesel engine that makes 170 horsepower and 350 Nm and is paired to a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed torque converter automatic gearbox. Moving over to Hyundai as they introduce two notable updates to their lineup. First up, Hyundai has introduced a new corporate trim for the Aura sedan. This new variant is positioned between the existing S and SX variants and adds some useful features while keeping the price competitive. The petrol variant is priced at 7.48 lakh rupees ex-showroom, while the CNG variant comes in at 8.47 lakh rupees. The corporate trim will include features such as a 6.5-inch touchscreen, LED daytime running lamps, rear AC vents, tire pressure monitoring system, and armrest with cup holders and more. The corporate variant is offered with a 1.2-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine that churns out 83 horsepower and 114 Nm of torque. In CNG mode, this engine can produce 69 horsepower and 95 Nm of torque. A 5-speed manual gearbox will be the sole option with this variant. In addition to the compact sedan, the brand's smallest SUV, the Exter, has also been revamped for 2025. The updates start with the introduction of a new SX Tech variant, which is priced at 8.51 lakh rupees. The new trim is positioned on the higher end of the SUV's lineup and is available in petrol manual, petrol automatic, as well as in CNG manual forms. Since it's a higher spec variant, the SX Tech trim comes with features such as keyless entry, a dash cam, sunroof, an 8-inch touchscreen with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and more. However, features like ambient lighting, leatherette upholstery, a cooled glove box, a rear wiper, and wireless charging from the range-topping SXO trims have been given a miss. Furthermore, Hyundai has also updated the mid-spec S and S Plus trims of the Exter SUV. Both variants are now equipped with an 8-inch touchscreen with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, as well as 15-inch dual-tone wheel covers. Additionally, they also get more safety features such as a rear camera, electronic stability control, vehicle stability management, and hill start assist. These additions have hiked the price by about 15,000 rupees for the S variant and 13,000 rupees for the S Plus trim. There are no mechanical changes with this update. The Exter will continue to be powered by the 83 horsepower, 114 Nm, 1.2-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine. In CNG mode, this engine's output will drop down to 69 horsepower and 95.2 Nm. Moving on to Maruti Suzuki. The brand has updated the Celerio and is offering the hatchback with 6 airbags as standard across all variants. This update has also resulted in a price hike of 32,500 rupees. Here's a list of the updated prices for a better understanding. In a delightful move for vintage car enthusiasts, the Indian government has relaxed its import policy. The new policy allows cars that are 50 years or older to be imported license-free. Furthermore, the 50-year limit is on a rolling basis, meaning with every passing year, more models will be made eligible to be imported without the need for an import license. Do note that this does not exempt the customs duty, GST and registration, which altogether would work out to about 250% of the car's invoice value. What's also worth noting is that the Directorate General of Foreign Trade has strictly prohibited the resale of imported vintage cars in the Indian domestic market, stating that these cars must be for personal use and cannot be traded in any form whatsoever. Moving over to the world of two-wheelers, Vespa has unveiled a refreshed lineup of its iconic scooters. With prices starting at 1.32 lakh rupees and maxing out at 1.96 lakh rupees, the updated range includes 4 variants of the 125cc scooter. These new variants get some slight design tweaks as well as more features such as keyless ignition, a 5-inch TFT and Bluetooth connectivity. As for the engines, Vespa has upgraded both the 125cc and the 150cc engines for a slight boost in performance. The 125cc motor now delivers 9.5 horsepower and 10.1 Nm of torque, while the 150cc engine offers 11.4 horsepower and 11.66 Nm. Prices for the 150cc models will be revealed later. Simple Energy has updated the One electric scooter, giving it more features as well as an extended driving range. However, these updates have not affected the prices, as it remains the same at 1.66 lakh rupees. Although the One electric scooter remains mostly the same mechanically, the company has been able to increase the range of its 5 kWh battery to 248 km by tweaking the electronics and by making the drivetrain more efficient. The update also comes bundled with some new features, which includes a tire pressure monitor, regenerative braking, and a USB charging port. Triumph has slashed prices for the Speed T4 by 18,000 rupees. Initially, the bike was launched at 2.17 lakh rupees, but soon after, the brand offered discounts and effectively brought the starting price down to 1.99 lakh rupees, which has now become permanent. While the bike shares the same platform as the Speed 400, the Speed T4 is tuned for a more relaxed ride, which is ideal for Indian traffic. In order to make it more affordable, the T4 misses out on some features like electronic throttle, traction control, an immobilizer, and a golden upside-down fork. What do you think of the revised prices of the Speed T4? Is it now a more compelling option in the 400cc range? Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Honda has updated the Shine 125 commuter bike to meet the latest OBD2B norms. The updated bike is now priced at 84,493 rupees for the drum brake version and 89,245 rupees for the variant with disc brakes. With the update, Honda has also equipped the Shine 125 with more features, such as a fully digital dash, a real-time mileage indicator, a distance-to-empty display, a USB Type-C port, and a wider rear tire. Mechanically, the bike remains unchanged and carries on with a 123.94cc engine that's capable of producing 14.9 horsepower and 11 Nm of torque. Sticking with the Japanese manufacturer, Honda has renamed the CB200X as the NX200 and launched the adventure bike for 1.68 lakh rupees ex-showroom. The design of the NX200 is largely the same as the CB200X, but the new model does gain some features such as a 4.2-inch tear-free display with Bluetooth connectivity as well as traction control system. The NX200 retains the same 184.4cc single-cylinder engine from the CB200X, which is now OBD2B compliant. This engine produces 17 horsepower and 15.7 Nm of torque, which is a slight drop of 0.4 Nm when compared to the previous model. The engine is paired with a 5-speed gearbox and a slip-in assist clutch. Kawasaki has replaced the Versys 1000 by launching the Versys 1100 in India for 12.9 lakh rupees ex-showroom. The Versys 1100 is identical to the 1000 in terms of chassis and feature set. Kawasaki will additionally also offer accessories such as integrated panniers, a bidirectional quickshifter, and a taller windscreen, which adds to its touring-focused appeal. The Versys 1100 is powered by a 1099cc inline 4-cylinder engine that delivers 135 horsepower and 112 Nm of torque, which is identical to the Ninja 1100 SX. The engine is mated to a revised 6-speed gearbox that is tuned for long-distance cruising. At 257 kilograms, it's 19 kilograms heavier than the Ninja 1100 SX, but retains the same seat height of 820 mm and adds 150 mm of ground clearance for better touring capability. Deliveries for the adventure bike will start by the end of February 2025. And that concludes this week's Quick News. Thank you all for joining, and see you all next week.